This is Yerushalmi Seches Mazi Sheni. I goofed yesterday. I stopped the line before the end of the sugya, so I apologize for that. So as a result, I'm going to go back to the top of Dalam of Mamish, the top Taman Tninon, Semen Shcherim, which by coincidence, is in the Vilna Mamish Tapach of Zayin or Aleph. Mem Dalam Aleph in the article Ozvadar and Chav Zayin or Aleph at the top of the in the Vilna, both at the top of the page. Tam and Tinon, we went over there in Mr. Beitzah. Yemin Shchom in Matzah Labanim. You designate from Erev Yontif blackbirds. Next, they found white birds. Labanim Matzah Shchorim, or vice versa. Shnaim Matzah Shalosh. You designate 2 and found 3. Asurim, they're also. Because we assume there are other ones, and your designation yesterday is not effective. Shlosha Matzah Shnaim. If you designate 3 and found 2, Mutarin. As they say, the 2 were from the 3. Yaakov Hashem Rabbi Yaz said the Rebbe. This is going like Rebbe. The Tani in that in a brisa. It's actually it's not. It's a brisa here in the September Sheni, and it's brought down in other places. What was my place? The tiny Masai Matamara. You left $200 and you found $100. $200 of my Sheni, you found $100. So the Hamana Nita Dive Rebbe. I say $100, $200 is missing, but the remaining $100 of my Sheni. That's what Rebbe says. Cholim say no, it's Chulin. They were switched. You don't say the remaining $100 are my Sheni. I say this is a new batch, and playing Chadash Belakan it's Chulin. Vice versa, obviously, could be there as well, but we started pulling, became whatever. So, but it's not the same batch. He said, no, it's everybody agrees by the birds. Shiny because in by birds, one can fly the coop. Maybe left with 2. That's natural. By money, it's not that way. Even Chachamim will agree, even though they say by money doesn't fly off on its own, therefore somebody must have switched the money. By birds, they'll agree it's likely that one bird flew away and the remaining 2 are the remaining of the original 3. Shiny because only should darken Shiny because only should darken Lifrach. Vatani says Gemara, how can you say that? But then Rabbi Chalaftim and show who adavar b'guzol and who adavar b'beitzim. Heavy the Rebbe. They say that the same thing is true by birds. The same thing is true by eggs. And I think I messed up on this yesterday. I think I read this as if it's talking about money. No, it's about eggs. The birds and eggs are the same. In other words, and just like eggs, one doesn't fly away. And yet I say if there I designated 2 eggs yesterday and 1 egg is left today, so then, I'm sorry, there's 3 eggs. I say 2 are left today. So then I say it's 2 out of the 3 eggs. That can only work out according to Rebbe. Can't work out according to Rabbanon. Because according to Rabbanon, since it's not something which is it's normally flies off on its own, I have to assume it was switched. So therefore, that brisa in Beitzah has got to be going like the Mishnah Beitzah has got to be going like Rebbe, not like Rabbanon. So he says the Rebbe. So it says no. Taman who in there chumatza. I can say Mishnah in basically going to Rabbanon. Since he's the one who designated them from before Shabbat, if Yontif. If these are different ones, he will recognize the difference, and that's true about whether it's birds or eggs. Taman Taman who in there chumatza. Same person. But here Aviv Hiniach. And that shouldn't be obviously the next word. It should be, obviously, according to almost everybody. B'no matzah. Here, the son found it. In other words, the father left the money of the Ma'aser Sheni, and he said it was 200. And now the son found 100. He has no way of knowing. And therefore, he has to assume it's, according to Rabbanan, he has to assume it's different money. In the case of Beitzah, he can assume, since he's the one who designated yesterday, and he finds it today, unless he sees that they're totally different, he can assume, even by the eggs, it's the same ones. It's 2 out of 3 they left yesterday. It's one rolled away or something. But by the money, since his father left it and he found it, he can't assume anything. So therefore, even though by money, Rabbanan argue they can agree by gozolos and even by eggs, but we don't say darkly frach since hu niach hu matzah. So therefore, he can assume it's the same unless it's clear to him that they're different, as opposed to where his father left and then he finds it. Okay, Rabbi Boom Bar Kohen Omar Kumi Rabbi Asa b'Shem Rabbi Acha Hoy Rabbi Bar Bar Zav the Ma'aser Sheni called to the Rebbe. The paskin by the money of Ma'aser Sheni. If 200 were left by the father, and he found 100, it's like Rebbe that the money which he made is Ma'aser Sheni. Ratio mitzvah Moshe Shel Aviv. Okay, so now a person, interesting case is Tosefta. He wanted to know where his father left. It's also Bobby says Daflamed. He wanted to know where his father left money of Ma'aser Sheni. His father came to him in a dream. Said, "You find so and so many money coins of Ma'aser Sheni in such and such a place," and you have to assume that's more than Ma'aser Sheni money. So. His father came to a dream and said, "Kach v'kachim and plenihem." They're in such and such places. There's such and so many, and there's such place. Also, the coming Rabbanan, maridin. So this came Rabbanan, and they held it's like right man the Bavli who says that we don't care about dreams, and therefore you can assume the money is chulin. Okay, you found the money because the dream told you the way to find it, but you don't have to assume the Ma'aser Sheni. Rabbi Yoni Rabbi Yoni asked, Mitzvah, he was in anguish to know where the Ma'aser Sheni is. And now he was shown where the Ma'aser Sheni is. And you're going to say that it's to just ignore this vision and say, no, how can you go so far in dismissing the dream? Rabbi Yosef says, Lo mitzvah b'do ella, bod lo mitzvah b'chami. You know what? You're right. But on the other way, the other way around, he says you could when you're and this is like I forget there's some word for it where your dreams fulfill what you thought during the day. He said the only really it's not much. The only reason in the dream the father told him it's Ma'aser Sheni money and so much is because he was thinking before he went to sleep that. Where's the Ma'aser Sheni money? Why my father should come and tell me, right? Let me start with the low mitzvah v'chomei. If a person who wasn't mitzvah and he saw a dream and he saw Ma'aser Sheni, his father told him Ma'aser Sheni is such and such place. For him, he should be choshen for the dream. But here, kamad b'anash havi, the way a person is thinking, he could go. What goes through his mind before he goes to sleep, who called him? So that's why he changed. That's Ma'aser Sheni. Rav said, "Man David Yos over Rabbi Yossi." He who properly paskins like Rabbi Yossi. So really, divrei chaloimos do have a place in determining and ascertaining the reality, and they have validity, but not where you thought about it and the dream came as a result of your thoughts. So the person came from Rabbi Yisrael Amarle, he said, Chamis v'chimoy, I saw my dream, Miss Amarli, it was told me, Izul Kaputkaya, go to Kaputkaya, which is in Turkey, V'mashkach Madla Davuch, and you'll find there property of your father. Amarle said, Oza Avoiva, Huda Ugavra Kaputkaya Miyamoy, did your father ever go to Kaputkaya in his lifetime? Amarle Lo. He said, no. It's an amazing story, this story. Amarle Ezum Money Esa Sharion Go Besach. Go count 10 beams in your house. And Amashkach, and you'll find under the 10th beam, or above the 10th beam, Madlo Davuch Tros underneath. Kappa de Kuraya. You'll find it under the kappa, the beam of the ceiling. So he says that kappa code kaya. Kaya is kappa dakya. That's what he's saying. Dakya is deka. It's 10th in Greek, and kappa is a beam. like kappa, I guess, like kippah, kappa. It's a beam of some sort. So kapo, kaya, kapo, the kaya, under the 10th beam. That's where you find your father's property. You find the treasure. Okay, so it's amazing. Another person. I saw in my dream, lavush chad desires. I saw myself wearing a crown made of olives. You're going to be uplifted after some time passes. Another person came and said, the lavish clear desires I saw in my dream also. I was wearing a crown of olives, olive crown. You're going to get Malchus. So they said to me, Gavra, Marta, Das Yisromima. This person says he's going to be uplifted. Actually, that person with whom he says he's going to get Malchus. He said, look, that person, Marta Yisromima Velia, Marta Damalki. And to me, you told me I'm going to get beaten? Well, why the difference? He said, how who have a benatzaya? He said that he dreamt that the olives were budding and producing fruit. So therefore, as a sign, it's going to grow. I guess you said it's at that time of year. So the time of year when the fruit was budding on the olive trees, and therefore it was a sign of growth and significance and a positive sign. You saw your dream at the time when people are pressing their olives and beating them and making them into olive oil. And therefore, you are going to, or actually says here, Chovtim, the Leibsheim says, when people are beating the olive trees to beat them down to the ground, to beat the olives down to the ground. So therefore, I said, you're going to get Malchus. Now, fascinating, the time of year indicates what the dream is about. And the crown of olives means a different thing if it's depending on the season which the dream is being dreamt. Chabarnash also the Rabbi Shmuel Rabbi Yossi, and certain predicate Rabbi Yossi. Amalei Chamis v'Chamoy. I saw my dream. Mashke Zeisa Moshach. That I'm. I think this might be the Bavli too. Apparently, all these stories in Bavli. Just remember, Bavli Brachos stuff and involved. They're variations, but the similar stories there. And there, it brings down here in the article that the Eicha Rabba brings down that not that he saw the dreams took place at different types of year, but in the one dream he saw the olives at the time of the growth, the other time that they were being beaten. Okay, so this also is in the Bavli. I guess a bunch of them in the Bible. I'm not sure which ones are, which ones aren't. In any event, so he saw himself giving olive oil to the tree. He said, "Tipach ruchelu gavra." So may the spirit of this person expire. He knew his mother in the sense of having relations with his mother. I saw my eyes kissing each other. So he said, may the spirit of this person expire. He had relations with his sister. I saw my dream had 3 eyes. So he said, Tanur Ovid. You are a person who makes ovens. 2 are your eyes, and the 3rd is the eye of the oven, which is the opening of the chimney from which the smoke comes out. So I get much more innocuous than the previous 2. I saw my dream. I had 4 ears in my dream. He said, you're going to fill 4. You're going to fill buckets of wine. 2 of the ears you saw your own ears, and the other ears are the ears of the jugs of wine you're going to fill. you're going to fill. I saw that people were fleeing from me. Amalei said that Maise Isaiah, you bring torches. That's your job, I guess. And everybody flees from in front of you. That's the shot of the Aruch. The article based on the Ratzio says it's Isaiah are thorns. Okay, it's interesting. He says in the article, he explains according to my Rav Fulda, all these dreams are telling them what these people are eventually what's going to happen to them. They're going to become bakers, or they're going to fill jugs, or they're going to gather thorns. The Moshe says that these dreams indicated what these people did in the present. And according to this, Rabbi Shmuel is going to say in his interpretation of the dreams that they should not be afraid of the dreams because they're not going to teach anything. So rather teach, they're based on what his pursuit was during the day. Just like we said previously, so many dreams at night concerning that which he saw, we thought of during the day. And it says here, look at the Sefer Mefasher Chalmin, which was put out in Amsterdam in the year Shin Tzadik Vav, which would be 1696. Not 1696, 1636. From Rabbi Shmuel Almuli, who he explained how when you interpret dreams, you can distinguish between the parts of the dream which are revelations and the parts of the dream which have to do with the thoughts of the dreamer during his waking hours. Okay. Says the Gemara further. I saw in my dream, I was wearing a notebook, which merchants write their, or ledger, which merchants write their account, which had 12 pages. Amalei, so he said, Istavadu Gavra, he said, East Beitrei Asar Markin, you have a saddle bag, your donkey saddle bag, which has 12 rips, 12 tears. Okay, one of the arts goes slightly different shot here. It's 12 patches. Same idea. Okay. Chabanash, another person, asked the Rabbi Yishmo, Rabbi Yossi. He says, I saw myself swallowing a star in my dream. May this person expire, a spirited person expire. To Gavra Yudoi Kotal. This person killed Jews. To receive Darach Kochab Mi Yaakov. It's in actually this week's parsha, in Parshas Balak. Darach Kochab Mi Yaakov. The Jews are likened to stars, and therefore must be that he swallowed a star, he killed a Jew. I saw in my dream that my lettuce, chasa, lettuce was going in my vineyard. And he said, sorry. Your wine is going to turn to vinegar. And the min simchasin, you're going to take lettuce, v'tzava kapsin, and you're going to dip it in the vinegar to eat them, because wine it's not going to be useful for anything else other than using it as vinegar. Chabarnash, I saw my dream, it said to me, Hachein zrak etzbosecha. Sorry, it said to me like this: Zrak etzbocha nachas. Push down, toss down whatever's drip coming down in your fingers. Art Scroll says, put your fingers downwards. Okay, Armalei said, Havli grave on Armalach. So he said, pay me. And I'll tell you what what it means. And the guy did not pay him. And Rabbi Shmuel did not interpret the dream. So the article says this place he wanted payment because the solution would help save him money from loss of his grain, like we're going to see. And therefore, Rabbi Shmuel Yossi should be paid on this. And then he says it's perhaps even a prohibition to interpret the dream for free if the dreamer was a non-Jew because of lo name. Suppose the other dreams where there was no advantage, no financial advantage for the dreamer. I guess the guy whose vineyard is going to turn to vinegar, there was nothing to do about it. Okay, in any event, so he said, you pay me, he didn't. So they came back. I saw that it was said to me in a dream, to have a nafach b'fumach. This way, you're going to have a bulge, a bloating in your mouth. Amalei, they said, "Have you great? Pay me, I'll tell you." Didn't get paid. I saw they said, "Zakivetsbach, lift up your finger, or your finger is uplifted." They said, didn't I tell you, pay me, and I'll tell you the interpretation? When it was told you that to us what's in your fingers, it means that there was water was dripping into your grain. When he said there was a bloating in your mouth, they got the wheat got bloated because of the dripping. And when they told you lift up your fingers, so it already started growing, I guess, growing in a way which was bad. In other words, they bloated and rotted, and it got ruined altogether. Okay. The article says all these stories are brought down. I guess some of them are in the Bavli and Brachas. I remember which are which. I think vague memories of which are which. But in any event, they all brought Echa Rabbah with some differences. There's that all these dreams are brought in front of a certain Kuti who made himself a dream interpreter. Rabbi Shmuel, in order to show that the Kuti was a liar, gave each dream its true interpretation. And the other dreams interpreted by Rabbi Shmuel in the Bavli and Brachas Daf Nun Vav. The Barbanel, in his explanation of dreams, in the introduction to Parashat Miketz, writes that these interpreted Rabbi Shmuel could not have come by some sort of science of dream interpretation and logic, but they were by a Ruach HaKodesh, which illuminated his eyes to understand the true interpretation of the dream. Okay, that brings us to little Mem Hey and Aleph. And this has been a long blot, so we'll stop here for today, even though we got it that goes on.